Let's go back to the gun fort, wherever it is. So I initially tried to go here earlier, and I opened the door, and then I was like, wait, no, no, no. That's because I like to have the Mibu breathing technique to go into this area. I think it is very helpful, and you'll see why. So if we run out here, you notice we have a friend. And that friend, this isn't the same snake. Well, no, I believe it's the same snake we saw earlier. So he's going to knock you down. Immediately go underwater. And the reason you go underwater is because he's going to chase you. And I don't think he can see you if you're under the water. I don't think he can hurt you. I may be wrong, but I don't think he can. Anyways, we're going to get Yashariku sugar, treasure carp scale. We get a bulging coin purse. So that's a 1,000 sen. So if we get a little bit of scrap iron, we can upgrade our axe, which should be nice. Sparkling axe is, in my opinion, the best version of the axe. It's at least my favorite. Unfortunately, we did not kill that treasure cart, but it's back. So we get it now. But yes, if you are not underwater, he will try and kill you viciously. And that's why I think it's just like so much better to have the breathing technique. See? He really hates you. Now that you're rested here, we are going to get rid of that guy. Once and for all. Once and for all. So the trick here is you need puppeteer ninjutsu. And you're going to drop down here. You can kill this guy if you so desire. Get a balloon of spirit, get a sugar. And then you're going to sneak. So we're going to use this kite. You stab, stab again. Then you can unequip it if you want. I'm going to unequip it. Oh, well, I thought I was going to unequip it. So he's going to use that. And now, with that done, we are going to progress into the temple. So we've obviously been here before. I'm not going to bother with these guys. I will take free XP, free loot though. Not going to say no to that. But we go up here, say hi to our cricket friends. Can knock out this guy. Oh, yes, that's right. Ha, I forgot this item. And now we can go on to this big tree. I mentioned whenever we were in this area previously that you can save the tree for later. This is later. So you can go over here, you can get a Litecoin purse. And now there's a kite here. And with this kite, we can propel across, pick up some snap seeds, and you have a few options here. Not really, you have one, and that's the jump. You should be able to propel yourself forward. You do need to be careful. You can easily die here. Or at least fall, not necessarily die. But you need to be ready to grapple there. Grab a scrap magnetite. And then we can stop right here. We can go out, get another balloon of spirit. And if we go out on this ledge, here's our buddy the snake. Yeah. Now you can't go and do the kite thing first. I mean, you can, and you can already have this sculptor's idol. But the snake will not be here. The snake does not show up until you go along the bridge in the gun fort. But once he is here, you can jump off and die and not do what I did. Let's do it again. I made this so lame. Jump off and you can execute him. I can't believe I just completely missed. I like walked off. But you can kill the snake. You'll be covered in snake blood and you get a viscera. You need this viscera in order to complete the Dragon's Homecoming ending. Get a Jizo statue and a blood droplet. Dragon's blood droplets are for something called dragon rot, which you have to die in the game several times in order to experience. So we haven't had to deal with it. I'm just going over here. This is where we just came from. Yep, where we just came from. In the Sunken Valley. And so we finally got that snake over and done with. Now we can continue on. There are a lot of items over here. I don't find any of them particularly valuable. I'll pick up a couple when it's convenient, but for the most part, I wouldn't even worry about them. The whole thing is just kind of going through this area. There's a lot of different heights you can go to and all that, but like, I don't worry about them. You do have a lot of monkeys that just show up in this area, and sometimes I'll go and like kill all of them. I just, whatever. Not the day for it. Go across here, and then we can make our way and rest right here. Very nice. Get a little respite. And we're going to do two things. We're going to equip Puppeteer Ninjutsu, and we're going to equip Mortal Draw. So, I'm going to show you, you need another Serpent's Viscera for the Dragon's Homecoming ending. I'm just going ahead and getting them now. You don't find out you need them until later. I'm getting them until now. I'm telling you you need them. And so I'm just going down here. There's a lot of upgrade material down here. Feel free to grab as much as you want. There's a heavy coin purse. Luckily we don't have a lot to spend money on except the dragon mask, which we don't need, so or like treasure cart scales, which I think we only may need. I may just get them anyways, but I'm not dying for them. We go across. There are monkeys that want to kill you. I typically just kind of like leave them be. The monkey enemies over here are actually not the easiest. But I do want that scrap magnetite. I don't really care about the item over there. Do I know what it is? No, I don't. I don't remember, but I don't care enough to fight these guys. So I'm just trying to kind of dodge them a little bit there. Sometimes they can be really accurate. Right. Oh, and we have a guy following us. Oh, I completely forgot I had Mortal Draw. But you can see the monkeys are not a joke. They're not a joke. They're the exact opposite of a joke. I didn't even mean to engage with that one. And I also completely forgot I had Mortal Draw equipped. I thought I had Ichimonji. So that one's kind of on me. Me taking all that damage. Yeah. So they still see us somehow. I wonder if I can use a gacha and sugar. I just want to be able to talk to that memorial mob and show you guys what they have. That's all. That's the only reason I'm still here. But it looks like they stopped. So that's cool. Alright, cool. So here you can purchase a few things. You can get some yellow gunpowder. You need a lot of it. I'll show you where you can farm some later on. You can get a green mossy gourd. This is for poison. You don't need it. You don't get poisoned enough to where you can't just use antidote powder. It's so unnecessary. I wouldn't waste your money. I do want to kill this monkey if possible. For nothing else other than just getting the resurrected power back. Cool. Okay. And I keep falling. Alright. Anyway, so we're here by the memorial mob. We're going to go down this way. And you do kind of need to follow my path exactly. Enemies will poke out from the walls. So that's also something to consider. Like there. Right? But we dodge over this way. You can get some items. You can get, I mean, you can explore a little bit if you want and get some of the other items. But we have a snake buddy. Another one that's here. He won't see you. Unless you really kind of show off. So what you need to do is sneak over this way. You're going to need to double jump across. Crouch. Make sure you have Puppeteer Ninjutsu. Don't look at the snake. But, alright, yep. So once you use the Puppeteer Ninjutsu, let this monkey go up here. He's going to distract the snake. And it's all about timing here. After, like, basically as soon as he swings, grapple over. Be sure not to get knocked off. It's very easy. And then you can get in here. Your monkey friend will be dead, but this guy will be here. And so you may think, oh, cool, I can kill another one. No. No. You can't touch him. He doesn't die. So, but you can get a dried serpent viscera, which is very nice. And I can get 1,000 gold. So those are the viscera that you need for that ending. Again, the Dragon's Homecoming ending. We'll go into the dialogue aspects of it later. You need the Holy Chapter Infested that we got out of the Temple Grounds water pool or whatever. But those are the locations you need to go to. That's all you need to do for it. And that's honestly the hardest part. The rest is that you just have to use rice and do a lot of teleporting, which unfortunately we will also have to do. But let's go ahead, talk to the sculptor. Yes, I do need something. I want to upgrade my prosthetic tool, please. So we can do the cleave type. We can do the age of Miss Feather Raven, and then we can eventually get the kunai. This wouldn't be bad to get, honestly. To go ahead and prep. I'm going to get the Sparkling Axe. I like the Sparkling Axe a lot. I also like this Purple Fume Spark. It's cool. It makes enemies take more damage after being hit by it. But you want all three of these. The Mana Umbrella, I don't use the Umbrella, but you have to have it. The Okanaga's Flame Vent, very useful for certain enemies like the Chained Ogre. And then the Golden Vortex is stupid broken. It is so broken. And I'll show you why. It's not broken for damage output, but when it comes to looting enemies and farming, unsurpassed. Fantastic. All right.